Hey guys, what's up? Vinny here. Just got back from my vacation. I usually do a trip every year up there in May sometime with one of my best friends, Eric. We always go up on the kayaks and we stay for usually 2 weeks while we're up there. And also, we get to stay in one of my other best friend, Barry's camper, who has a camper on Prescott, which makes it really nice. And we're super thankful and grateful that he always lets us stay there while we're up there. And he usually comes up on the weekends on his bass boat and fishes as well. But this year was a good trip. We kind of missed the spawn. We just hit the tail end of it. We had a lot of warm weather this year, so they spawned early this year. But usually when we're up there, we fish the Ohio side, we fish PA, and we fish the New York side. Jump back and forth wherever we're doing the best. And then we usually try to hit up another lake that we really like that's in New York. It's called Chautauqua Lake. And this year, I just so happened to catch my new PB, my new personal best largemouth while we were on this trip. Definitely wasn't expecting it, but I am super thankful and grateful and blessed to be able to even get out there and do fishing, what I love to do. And catching my new PB was pretty awesome. Usually I run a camera in the back of my kayak that is on continually so it can catch all the footage from cast to catch. And of course, on that day, it was the second to last day we were there, which was a Saturday. It was supposed to storm by about noon, so we weren't going to have very much time to fish in the morning. And I did not set up that camera. The only time the entire trip I did not do so. Of course, that's the way it goes. So the only footage I got of this big largemouth was after, whenever I turned on the GoPro footage and was just talking about it and weighing it and measuring it on a Ketchboard for a kayak tournament. And that is the only footage I got from it. But I was actually looking for smallmouth. There was this place that's offshore that has some good rocky area there, and there's these big rock piles, and the water was kind of stained up, so I couldn't really see the fish beds. So I tied on a KVD Strike King Elite 300 series jerkbait in a Siren color, and I just started casting toward where I knew those big rock piles were. And I hooked into this thing and it started swimming toward the kayak. And as soon as it got close to the kayak, I must have seen it and it just took off, peeling out line and went behind me. And I actually thought it might have had a muskie on because of how fast it was digging and the line it was pulling off. And there's a lot of muskie in that lake, so I thought I might have had a decent sized muskie on. And I was able to turn the fish and it came back toward me. And as it started to come to the closer to the top of the water, I could finally see it, and I could tell that it was a huge largemouth, and I just knew right then and there that this was probably gonna be one of the biggest largemouth I ever caught. Once I got it into the net, I was super pumped that I was able to get it in the net and didn't lose this fish, but I knew right away that it was going to be my new PB because it was just an absolute brute, giant fish, and this is the footage that I have from it, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you can get out there and catch your new PB as well. So let's check that footage out now. Just caught a big largemouth up here at Chautauqua on a jerkbait. Just hammered it. Look at the size of that largemouth. Absolute toad. Jeez. Thing is huge. Big old largemouth. Absolute donkey. Look at the size of that thing. Get a weight on him real quick. This might be my biggest largemouth I've ever caught. Oh my goodness. 614. Biggest largemouth I've ever caught, new PB. 614. Absolute giant. Got a belly on that thing. Giant largemouth. Nice. Can't beat that on jerkbait.